are Inside Africa Network. Our vision is exploring Africa.
Hello, you're welcome to the show today. This is Inside Africa Network on Kaftan TV, where we'll bring to you an emerging new Africa. Of course, with that, you can imagine a beautiful world. You're welcome to the show today. This is Entertainment Africa, where I bring to you the latest trends and development as it involves African entertainment. My name is Bills Victor, and you're welcome to the show today. It is a movie review. I got some comments, some shares, some likes on the last movie review on Nawi. Most of you told me you liked it. I loved it too. And that was why I brought it to you. Thank you so much for all of your contributions. What I want you to know is the most important part of my show is you. Without you, there's no me, there's no sitting here, there are no cameras, there is no talking to you. So I appreciate your efforts, I appreciate everything you do to make this show work. You're the most important part of it. The movie today is actually important that you get to know what movie I want to talk about, because it is an international movie. It's going to go really global. And it's going to be from Africa, from the Yoruba tribe to be precise. You want to know what movie it is? Stay here after this very short break, and we'll talk about it.
We are Inside Africa Network. Our vision is exploring Africa.
I am guilty, they say, of being a girl.
You will have your duties of a daughter.
Papa, please. This is my life.
Utoleo.
I give you 30 sheep, 50 goats, and 5 camels.
I owe them my dreams. But I know I'm more than a wife to a stranger.
Alright, there it is. Take it down.
We've been engaged. We need you here.
Lucy, wait for me, please. Wait for me.
Art is life. Director, cut. Sorry, Conti. Is it art is life or creative art is life? Okay, I'm ready now. Creative art is life, and that is all we are about. Come with me. May I introduce you to Kika, Kaftan Idea Box Creative Academy, a modern creative school with the state-of-art equipment. We offer film-making education technology, music education and production, dance and performing arts education, content production and media education, management, leadership and good governance, AI and ICT education. For inquiries, call 0703 084 0298 or visit our social media handles at Kaftan Idea Box Creative Academy. It's Creative Revolution.
We are Inside Africa Network.
Inside Africa Network.
All right, so you're welcome back to the show. If you're just joining us, this is Inside Africa Network on Kaftan TV, and it is a movie review. So a couple of years ago, I heard over the radio in an interview, someone said, if Africa is not careful, we'll lose our languages, we'll lose our local dialects in the next 50 years. That was a couple of years ago. And his reasons was that nowadays, Africa is so keen on trying to learn foreign languages, trying to learn English in schools, trying to learn French, trying to learn Spanish, and all of that. They are all foreign languages and neglecting their own local languages. He went further to say that in his days in school, there was a period he learned Yoruba, he learned Igbo language, and the Hausa language. So of course, these are the 3 major languages in Nigeria, to be precise. And then what's happening nowadays that we don't have those things in our curriculum no more. We don't have those local languages being taught in our schools again, that if you're not careful, in the next 50, 40 years, we'll lose our local language. Why am I talking about this? This movie I want to talk about is actually adopted from a novel written by Tomi Adeyemi. Tomi Adeyemi is a Nigerian American. She is a full-blown Nigerian by name, but she was born and brought up in America by Nigerian parents. Now, the link is that she doesn't know how to speak her language at all. She doesn't know how to speak her local dialect, the Nigerian language, the Yoruba language to be precise. She doesn't know anything about her culture. She doesn't know where her village is. She's not been there before. I don't know if she's been there right now, but she has not been there before. She doesn't know how to speak her language, and her parents didn't even bother to teach her. Well, I think maybe the excuse is inevitable, or the reasons why they were never taught. She and her siblings were never taught that local language is inevitable. I don't know. I was not there. But this got to her because it's affected her in some certain ways. Do you know that if you are not keen or close to your cultures and histories, it could touch or affect your confidence as a human being? Among your peers, among your friends, people tease you about not knowing your history or where you're from. I think that drove her into school learning about the West African history and mythology. She learned all of this and became a very good writer. All right, so the movie is actually adopted from a trilogy, a book that is written by Yomi Adeyemi. It is actually called The Legacy of Orisha series. The first book was in 2018, Children of Blood and Bones, 2019, Children of Virtue and Vengeance, and 2024, Children of Vanquish and Anarchy. But the movie right now is going to be on Children of Blood and Bones. The truth is that this movie is actually born out of the fact that she didn't know what her history was like. And it is a setting of the Yoruba setting, West African setting, Nigeria and Yoruba to be precise. Because she's a Yoruba person, so she needed to go check deeply. She went to libraries, went to make research, deep research about the Yoruba, and then brought this movie. And this movie is coming to us in the year 2027. On the 15th of January to be precise. But right now as we speak, the movie is getting shot. Things are really happening about this movie. And the movie is about the Orisha Kingdom. And it is actually a fantasy. It is actually a fictional movie. Don't forget, it's a fictional movie and it has to do with lots of magic. And it is between the gods, which is the Orisha. Orisha are deities. Orisha are gods that are intermediaries between Olodumare and the human beings. You know, they serve as those that are mediating between the real bigger God and the human beings. Now, this Orisha gave gifts to human beings in the Orisha kingdom, and this gave them the ability to do magic. Some of them were controlling fire, some had the ability to control wind, some had the ability to control sand, even read minds, soothsaying, seeing the future and all of that. As humans, you know, there must be rebellious people among humans, no matter how good the blessings are. So they had rebellious magi. They were all called the magi. So they had rebellious magi that caused pain in the land to some people. Some people died. Even the present king in the movie, as a child, lost his first family in the hands of rebellious magi.
My grandfather was a king. I am his heir. I have a responsibility to my people.
I will return everything you have done for me.
You must hear your name first.
What if I let everyone down?
And along the line, when he grew up, he now became the king of the land. He found a way to sever the connection between the gods and humans. And they had this power no more. And every magi was identified by their white hair. Each and every of those magi had white hair on them. That's to show you that they have extraordinary powers. The king got the ability to actually collect this power from these magi. He decided to start killing them one by one. He killed a lot of them until he killed the mother of this little girl called Zile. Now, Zille actually had to look for a way to actually bring back magic to the land to make sure things become stable. And now, trying to bring back this magic meant she had to fight with the king and his powers and all of his soldiers. Now, she had to do this with her brother, had to do this with even the kids of this king, and there's love in between. I don't want to give you all of the story, so I won't kill it for you. I just want you to be expectant of this movie. It's going to be a really lovely movie. Now, talking about this movie, I want to talk about the cast. Some of the things that brought a little controversy while this movie was coming up, or is actually coming up. The cast, we had a couple of people in the cast that are actually big blockbuster movie casts. People who have been there over the years, who have given us movies that have shut down the universe. I mean, literally, shut down the universe. I think we have Amandla Stenberg. Amandla Stenberg will be serving as Princess Amari. I have Lashana Lynch as Jumoke. I have Idris Elba is in this movie also. We have Ejiofor, Chiwetel Ejiofor. You know him, that Nigerian man that was in the tears. That was the first time I saw him. He was in the Tears of the Sun. He's a very, very good actor. Viola Davis, who was in The Woman King. If you remember The Woman King, we have Regina King in this movie. Why do I have to mention these names for you? So you get to know the kind of people who are coming in this movie. Now, here is it. There was a controversy that arose about this cast. And people were like, this movie is about the Yoruba tribe in Nigeria, the western part of Africa. Why not use Nollywood actors? We have very good Nollywood actors to act in this movie. Why not use them? Why not bring them and put them in this movie so it will work for us, since we're trying to depict or trying to say, as much as it is, people say it's a fictional movie, so why not use anybody? But mostly Nigerians thought that using Nigerians or Nollywood actors will make it, or will give it more, it would show more of what you're trying to depict in the movie. And I think Tommy Adeyemi was not actually into that. What I would say here is, I'm by her side, because this is business. When you're trying to do business, or when you want to do business, sentiments is not allowed at all. Tommy Adeyemi is trying to make sure that this movie goes global. Apart from the fact that she wants to make money, it is also a way of trying to showcase her history, where she is from, the Yoruba people from Nigeria, as a Nigerian that she is. Now, I'm not trying to say that using Nollywood actors and actresses will not make this work. What I'm trying to say is that it might not go really global as much as these actors. Check out the name that I called for you to hear. These people are great actors and actresses, people who have done great things. If you watch the movie The Beast, Idris Elba is one of those actors. I think all of you all know who he is. You know who Idris Elba is. He's one of those big actors in the movie industry. Viola Davis has done lots of movies. I can't really count them right now. She's done lots of movies, and they are blockbuster movies. Now, what I'm trying to say is, the main aim for us in this movie is to make sure that this movie goes global as much as possible. And how does it go global, or how would it go global? It will go global if we use actors that have gone global. If you use just Nollywood actors, mind you, I said we have actors in Nigeria, in Nollywood, that can actually act very professionally, very well. But they might not go as further as it would if we use these actors and actresses that I've just mentioned for you to hear. Now, because of that, Adeyemi had to call for cast again for the movie for Nigerians. And as I speak to you, we have about 10 or more than 10 Nigerian actors and actresses in the movie. We have people like RMD will be in this movie. Our own RMD will be in this movie. We have Ira Star, the Afrobeat sensational artist, is going to be in this movie. I think she was in one movie, I think last year or last 2 years, I think Christmas in Lagos, but she just sang a song. She just came there and did the music. I just want to see her act. I want to see what Ira Star can actually do acting a movie. I think we have people like Pemilering. We have Pemilering Ayodeji. We have Zachary Momo. We have Shams Garuba. I know that guy. I know Shams Garuba. We have Sania Sydney. We have Femi Fagbenla or Fagbenle. We have Femi Fagbenle. Femi Fagbenle is a basketball artist. player. Did I say artist? He's a basketball player. He's an American basketball player. He's a Nigerian American basketball player. Even though he was brought up in the UK. I think we have lots of Nigerians in the movie right away, and it will make the movie really, really be what we thought it would be, or we think it would be. Now, the main actors and actresses would remain these blockbuster actors, so the movie can really go global. Now, Zile is going to be played by Thuso Mbedu. Thuso Mbedu is that young lady that played one of the main characters, the younger person in The Woman King. I think she will play a really good role. Now, people actually also complained about her playing that role of Zile, one of the main characters in this movie, The Children of Blood and Bones, because she was not as dark-skinned as what the novel said Zile would look like. You know, all of this to Adeyemi is not what she wants to portray. Adeyemi, I feel, really wants to take this global, really wants to make this movie something to speak about, something everyone can see from Brazil to Portugal, everywhere in the world. She wants to take this really, really global. And I think it's high time we begin to take our cultures, we begin to get proud of ourselves and who we are from Africa as Nigerians. We should be proud of ourselves to take ourselves global. And that was why I said at the beginning that with time, we will take over the film industry like we have in the music industry. Not in totality, but to some extent, Nigerians and African movies would actually be reckoned with. In the last Oscars, we had just few movies who were actually nominated. I think maybe 2 or so, but we had submitted more than 10, more than 12 movies, but just 1 or 2 of them were actually nominated, but there were no wins. But I promise you this time that maybe in the next Oscar or in the forthcoming Oscars, we will have African movies, Nigerian movies that will actually top this chart. Now, one thing people complained about selecting the cast is the accent, and that is true. For me, there are some movies I watched back then in the olden days, growing up, that were called Nigerian movies, acted by foreigners. You know, foreigners were brought in, then they call it Nigerian movies, but the accent didn't actually speak Nigerian. The truth is, in Nigeria, we are diverse in our accent because of our diversity in our languages. Now, a Yoruba man sounds different from an Igbo man and a Hausa man when they speak English. Their accent is actually very different. Now, if you're acting a movie like this, The Children of Blood and Bones, there should be this accent, this Nigerian, real Nigerian accent in the movie. I agree with you on that if you think accent is going to be a problem. But for me, I still stand on the fact that this movie has to go global. People need to get to know Nigeria. People need to get to know the Yoruba tribe and what really happened. As much as I said in the beginning that this movie is a fictional movie. Now, the movie is going to be shot in Lagos and mostly in South Africa. This also brought a controversy. People were like, this is a movie talking about Nigeria. This is a movie about Yoruba in Nigeria. Why do you want to shoot this movie in South Africa? We have a little part of this movie being shot in Lagos. And the reasons were South Africa has sceneries, landscapes that can actually portray what this movie really want to talk about. South Africa has all of that. And there is a branch of Paramount Pictures, which is one of the producers of this movie, a branch of Paramount Pictures, the zonal headquarters in Gauteng, I think in Gauteng in South Africa. So things will be palpable, things will be easily touched or reached when it comes to productions, when it comes to equipment and all of that. They have a branch of Paramount Pictures. And I'm not sure we have a branch of Paramount Pictures in Lagos or in Nigeria in general, but they have one in South Africa to make things easy. And the taxes, I think they also said that the taxes in South Africa has something they can manage, something they can work with more than what they can work with in Nigeria. So these are reasons why these movies need to be done in South Africa. I'm laughing because with no time, regardless of all of these controversies, all of these things we see, talking about why the movie is not being shot in Nigeria, African movie is going to take a toll of this world. We're going to run things in the movie industry generally. When I mean generally, I mean even in the US, even in the UK, Nigerian movies, our African movies in general will be something to talk about. Brace up for The Children of Blood and Bones. Let's go check out the trailer, and when you come back, maybe we sign out, maybe we talk a little bit, and then we'll move on.
What if I let everyone down?
I am ready to serve you because I love my people. I love this land.
All right, so welcome back. I hope you enjoyed some parts of the thriller, the movie Children of Blood and Bones by Tomi Adeyemi. Don't forget, it is a series, and I'm also expecting the other part of this movie in the other books. It is actually a book, like I said. The Children of Blood and Bone is a book. Now it is adopted into a movie. It is going to be a movie for us to enjoy, and it is the setting from Yoruba, the West African part of Africa, from Nigeria, precisely. So the Yoruba tribe, the Yoruba people are actually really excited about this, that their own tribe is going to be depicted. Even though some people said that the movie does not really originally depict or talk about the true Yoruba people, true Yoruba tribe. But the name Yoruba will resound, the name Nigeria will resound, and all of the names in this movie are mostly Yoruba names, and I think it's something for us to actually work with. This is Inside Africa Network on Kaftan TV. My name is Bills Victor, and I want you to comment, tell me what you think about this movie, Children of Blood and Bones. Don't forget, the movie will be out next 2 years, 2027, January 15th to be precise. I'm waiting, I'm warming up, and I'm jogging, getting hot, ready to watch this movie when it comes out. I'm just gonna go really deep into it and try to see what Tomi Adeyemi wants to really say about it. Thank you so much for being here on the show. This is Inside Africa Network on Kaftan TV, and this is Entertainment Africa. Stay here for some programs that are coming. You have some beautiful, beautiful, wonderful programs that are coming in, and I'm sure you enjoy them. Do not move from muscle. I love you, and peace.
We are Inside Africa Network. Our vision is exploring Africa.
Art is life. Director, cut. Sorry, Conti. Is it art is life or creative art is life? Okay, I'm ready now. Creative art is life, and that is all we are about. Come with me. May I introduce you to Kika, Kaftan Idea Box Creative Academy, a modern creative school with the state-of-art equipment. We offer film-making education technology, music education and production, dance and performing arts education, content production and media education, management, leadership and good governance, AI and ICT education. For inquiries, call 0703 084 0298 or visit our social media handles at Kaftan Idea Box Creative Academy. It's Creative Revolution.
We are Inside Africa Network.